Nahita Lee. For as long as I can remember, even when I was very, very young, I've always wanted to be a teacher. And I've taught for many, many years. I've taught in well-known privileged schools. I've been with lesser-known middle-income schools. And I now live, work and teach in a little village. I'm very fortunate to be surrounded by wonderful children who come to me. When I got the opportunity, I should say not opportunity, the privilege to do Smart Start with Collins, I've brought to it everything I've learned in my journey of teaching. I wanted a curriculum that was not just a cute curriculum, but a curriculum of rigor, a curriculum of beauty, one that would empower both students and teachers. So when you turn the pages of Smart Start, you're turning the pages of my life work. Particularly the foundational stage of the NCF has given all of us a great learning map. A map through which we can take our young learners on a really joyful journey of lifelong learning and a love for learning. So for many years we've heard this term, holistic development, and it was almost an overused term till we got this foundational stage of the NCF, because for the first time it was drawn out of something concrete, based on something concrete, and drawn from the panchakosha vikas, we got holistic development for physical health, well-being, social and emotional health, to develop ethics and values, cognitive development, language development, and appreciation for aesthetics and beauty, creativity. My second takeaway is play-based learning. You know, in this day and age of pushing so much pressure on children, making children do so much too early, too soon, the NCF gives us an excellent directive for play-based learning. Let children learn the way they learn best. Let them learn joyfully and, most importantly, naturally. And play comes naturally to children. Multilingual education is another key takeaway from this NCF, allowing children to learn in a way they learn best through their mother tongue, through other languages. We know that children are like sponges when it comes to languages. They can absorb so many languages at one time. So multilingual learning is another key takeaway. Very, very important to me also is inclusivity and equity. This is the basis, the ethos of education. Not to discriminate between any child, not to discriminate between one child and another. All are welcome, all will succeed. And of course, to have age-appropriate curricula for the children to learn. And the NCF has given us what learning goals we need for each development stage. So to me, this roadmap that we have is very, very valuable. In Collins Smart Start, children learn through play, conversation, storytelling, games, songs and rhymes, activities, music and movement, and art and craft. So you'll find as many stories in the numeracy book, in the maths book, as you would in the language learning book. And you'll find numbers in the language book. And the skill book has exploration, it has experimentation, and it fosters wonder and curiosity. And through all the books, we have these two wonderful characters called Meera and Max that follow children and walk in tandem with them on their learning journey, so children can relate to them and learn joyfully. The learning process in Smart Start incorporates the 5-step approach given by the NCF foundational stage. So it begins with an introduction, and then there are activities to build concept learning, worksheets for practice, then there are activities for application, and then there's expansion where a particular concept relates to many other concepts in the environment around the child. The literacy books that you have in Smart Start from Collins have many aspects to them. I had spoken earlier of avoiding a cute curriculum, of having a curriculum that is joyful, but one that also has rigor. So the literacy books bring reading through phonic and sight words, lots of practice, lots of very, very thorough reading lists to make children read competently, read rapidly. Then we have passages for children to learn story elements, and even different types of text structures like comparison and contrast, sequencing, main idea and detail. So that the curriculum is not cute, the learning is deep. Then there are listening and speaking exercises for children to build fluency, to learn to be good and competent listeners, and even the writing is based on structure. Of course, there is free writing, but it's also based on structure, like 4 square charts, like can, have and are charts, structures that scaffold children's writing and build them into competent writers. All of this builds fluency in reading, speaking, listening, and writing. The numeracy books of Smart Start from Collins foster mathematical development in children. Not just rote counting, there is of course a lot of activity for number sense, but also for measurement, for shapes and space, for patterns, for data. And all of this is truly important for the cognitive development of a child. And the best part is it's taught joyfully through stories, through songs, through activity, through music and movement and art as well. So children have a love of learning for maths right from the start.